industrial estate, is it?
Not in the centre of sunny Stockport, no.
Somebody crashing around at 5 o'clock this morning. I'm absolutely knackered. Yeah, so we are going to Shropshire for the weekend to see some of our lovely friends to cheer us up, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I don't need cheering up.
yeah.
I've got you.
Ah, he's not normally that nice. What do you want?
I don't know what. It's in the bank, is it?
Yeah, so we just been to Tesco. We can't afford to do this every weekend because that was expensive.
Fuel 13p up since the last. A litre since the last fill up.
And all I bought was some ready meals and some booze, and it was like nearly 50 quid. Ridiculous. So yeah, that's not going to be a frequent thing, is it? We've just discovered we pulled the battery out yesterday, and we've only got a Class A battery. Class C battery, which is just mostly meant for hook up and like putting a light on here and there when you're on the driving it sort of thing. It's not meant for what we're doing.
No, we had a lot yesterday. Battery's in good condition, but it does stay on the battery for hook up and very light use.
Yeah, so we might have to look at getting a new battery because we are planning on going off grid as much as we can. So we're on our way to Craven Arms.
Craven Arms, yes.
Arms. It's a little campsite called Wayside Camping. Found it on
Ashton on
Clun. Yeah, little tiny village. So I found it on Pitch Up. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, is it morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we filmed nothing when we got here yesterday because we met Rob and Lynn and he started on the beer. So we'll show you a little bit of the site. The weather's not as good today. This barrier, you've got to ring them when you get to
The barrier?
well, the bottom of the driveway, and then they come with either come out with a card for you or they let you in because he couldn't hear me on the phone. There is reception. I've got apple tree.
Oh,
Yeah. Motorway at motorway? Motorhome service point. Drinking water, dropping your grey waste, and yeah,
Grey waste there.
there you go. Chemical waste disposal. And your bins. It's actually a really good find. It's a really nice little site, this, isn't it?
It is. Bang on.
And up here you've got all your grass pitches and hard standing pitches. And this is the facilities block. What do you think of the facilities?
Smashing. Great. Can't fall. Had a nice shower. Long shower.
Yeah, it's nice to have a proper shower. Not in the van. In it.
Oh, yes. 5-star. Nice.
It's really nice because you've got all these little pretty gardens. This is a big bar and function room.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, where was the bar?
I think it's there.
Oh, right. I did wonder where it was, but it was dark when I went to the toilet last night, so I didn't see.
So I think the plan is there's a pub 7-minute walk away.
Yeah, about half a mile.
We're going to go pub for dinner. But we also have a little bit of news, don't we?
Yeah. I'm pregnant.
What's the news, Stephen?
I'm pregnant.
Are you pregnant? What are you having?
Jacket potato.
What's the news, Stephen?
We're sorted for winter.
We are sorted for winter and we're not working. Everything that we said we wasn't going to do, we're doing. What we're doing.
We've done. Going to Europe.
We booked the channel, booked a site for Christmas. We're going with... Where are they?
I'm on here.
Oh, I'm looking for Rob and Lynn's van. There it is. Rob and Lynn. They, Rob should sell snow to Eskimos because he convinced us to go, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's very convincing.
But there's a challenge that comes with it.
What's the challenge?
We've got to go and do 3 months in Europe for less than 2.5-3 grand.
For 3 months? that's going to happen somehow, but yeah, we'll see. Got to get you two sorted. Yes, we do. You want to go to Benidorm? And Daisy dog, where are you? There you are. So yeah, that's my task now, is I need to get these two sorted. Hello dog, you want to go to Benidorm? Yes, you want to go to Benidorm. So Stephen's he's been on and done the critter. Yes. You've done that. We've booked the tunnel, booked the campsite. We've booked our ferry campsite.
Yes.
For the night before, ferry pitch. Yeah, so a lot of the way there really. You've got a quote for European breakdown cover, yes?
Yeah.
So we need
if anyone has any recommendations, let me know. I've looked at Euro breakdown, and it was the gold package was on 111 for 3 months.
So yeah, well, any recommendations about anything, please let us know. We obviously need to get some helmets for the bikes, because I think that's a legal requirement in France and Spain. We need to get some bike locks, because all we ever do is just ride them to and from the van and put them back in the van at the minute. Yeah, so looking forward to it. But the other big thing we've got to do is unpack all of my winter crap. And put some summer stuff back in, because it's like 18-20 odd degrees over there, isn't it? So I ain't gonna be walking around in a nudie, put it that way.
No, or a big thick jumper.
I think Doug wants, do you want to go now? Do you want to go to Europe?
5-6 weeks.
So yes, obviously getting their rabies jabs is the first thing on the list, because you've got 21 days before you can go. So I think, stop it.
We'll get it done.
Yeah, that needs done ASAP. Yeah, so we'll take you along to the pub later. The kettle's boiled, so I'm going to go and make a cup of tea.
Yes.
Got that, Stephen?
Cup of tea.
What's that?
The telly. What? Ah?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a little box.
You're not saying anything about it, no?
It's our life source.
Yes. So, Rob and Lynn have very kindly lent us the Bluetti Power Oak. We've been using it all this weekend, haven't we? And it's going to be an absolute game changer for us.
And you keep plugging random things in that we use just to see what watts they're pulling. I can't believe that the telly uses 20 watts.
Telly's pretty good.
I don't know whether 20 watts is a lot. Well, that's 2 phones on charge.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah.
So we're now on Sunday?
Yes.
And it's raining again.
Standard.
But I think we're going to try the pub again. We did go yesterday.
1 o'clock.
Yesterday it was. But it was closed until 5 PM because they were dealing with a family funeral. So we couldn't be bothered walking back down again, so we just sat in our van all night. Didn't we?
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah, so we are very appreciative to Rob and Lynn for lending us this. It's it's going to help us massively, especially coming over to Europe. So we've got some costs we need to tell you, because we're going to be very transparent about everything that
Well, we are doing it on a big...
We're doing it on a budget, obviously. We've paid £147 one way for the tunnel, because obviously if it is really cheap out there, we're going to stay out there as long as possible.
Well, our 3 months will... Oh, that's 90 days, isn't it? But without working out the days, I'm just going on 3 months. It's the 14th of Feb, but obviously...
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but it's 90 days, so obviously you've got to remember that some days aren't 30.
Yeah.
Well,
so £147 we've paid for the tunnel. We've paid £22 for the ferry pitch.
Yes.
With Caravan and Motorhome Club. £22.50 I think it is. And we've paid a £17 deposit for the campsite in Benidorm. Crit Air was how much?
£4 2p.
£4 2p. Be careful with that one, people,
Yes.
because Stephen had an issue.
I googled it, and the first place to come to wanted €53, but our friend George sent me the link properly, and it was £4.10. It was €4 something, but yeah, £4 2p it was.
Yeah, so there's obviously sites out there that try and rip you off, so
Yes.
just be careful if you're going to do it. Luckily George was on hand to say, no, don't do it, to Stephen, because he was like, is this right? Yeah, so with the Crit Air, it will be on the way. I've done our GHIC cards, which it is now. So are we going to do health insurance as well? Yes. So we're doing health insurance as well. That's another thing I've got to sort out. Our van insurance covers us for European travel anyway. He's going to ring them tomorrow to make extra sure that what we think we've read is correct. Other than that, I think we're on track for everything. It's just sorting the dogs out as cheap as possible.
90 days takes us to the 15th of March.
So he was counting on his calendar, basically.
But we've got to be back before the 15th of March, because that's when the MOT is due on the van. So I can either come back on the 15th of March and MOT the van before we go, or come back before the 15th.
I think we're probably going to have to come back before the 15th. So like I said, we've got a couple of interviews lined up for jobs next year, and if they come off, one of them starts end of March.
Yeah, sure.
21st, I think it was.
Like that.
And one of them was the middle of March. So yeah, we're going to have to be back end of Feb, beginning of March, to sort everything out for the van, get it MOT'd, get stuff swapped out at his mum's, serviced. So yeah, we'll have to be back end of Feb, I reckon. I've started my budget sheet for what I was going to do for winter van life in the UK, but I've just changed it to winter van life, and obviously some of it is going to be in the UK because we've done all of October not working. It's going to be November because we're not going till December, so that will still stand. It'll just be the rest of the time will be what it costs us in Europe. And we're going to go to the pub this afternoon. Fingers crossed it's open. It says they're serving food from 12 till 3. So, yeah, we're going to say. Because them lot didn't eat any tea last night.
What? I really had a liquid lunch.
They didn't have any tea, and they just sat scoffing sweets and Mawan bars. I was good and I had some tea.
We're not drinking water.
Yeah, should have seen the state of our van this morning. It looked like a bar. So yeah, we'll see if there's anything interesting at the pub, and if we can actually get in, we'll let you know, because it just seems to be the case that COVID's killed a lot of the hospitality industry, and they're struggling for staff in places like this at the moment. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we're on our way back to Stockport after quite a nice day at Wayside camping, isn't it?
Day? You can.
Stay.
Oh, stay, sorry.
Stay.
I thought it was a day.
You do it, it's cleaning out. Anyway, so I have to do a bit of an amendment because my price cost on the tunnel was just for us and the van. It's £22 per dog, one direction. So it's cost us £192 for us, the van and the dogs, one way.
It's wrong though. That.
I know, considering
You
the
know,
dogs stay in the van. Yeah.
Dogs don't leave the tunnel.
I think half of me understands because they've got to have a pet reception and pay people on the pet reception. So maybe that's why they do it that way. I don't know. Anyway, speaking of pets, I've had some quotes back from a couple of vets in the northwest, and the cheapest we seem to be able to get it is, was it £76?
Yeah.
I think it's £76 per dog for the rabies vaccination. They don't seem to do the animal health certificate, so we would have to get that in Folkestone at Abbywell. So I've been like reading everything because I'm a bit of a panicker, and I was like wondering whether you had to get the animal health certificates like 24 hours before you went, but it seems to be that you can get them on the same day and go on the same day. Obviously I will ask Abbywell, they'll be definitely a lot more versed in it than I am because I've got no idea what I'm doing. And yes, then we will need to find a vet to give them their tapeworm treatment on the way back into the UK, somewhere near Calais. It's got to be 5 days before, I think. So
You roughly know where you're going to be.
yeah,
5 days
apparently
before.
it's cheaper if you ask your own vet to give you the tablets and ask a vet out there to administer it. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to get
If it's
these.
the thing.
Yeah, I'll get these two transferred to the vets. It's my mum's vets actually, because my vets don't do rabies vaccinations. So I'll get them transferred to there, and then they're at a new vet's then, aren't they?
Yeah, at least they've got that.
Yeah, get them booked in for their jabs and just a general check over, and then we will update the vlog on that and let you know how easy or hard that is. Shall we?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not too bad because you don't have to worry about parking the van because my mum can pick us up, so we do have like a lot of people around us to help us with stuff like that. But obviously if you live in your van and you're trying to find somewhere parking the van near a vet's, it's going to be a nightmare, isn't it?
Especially some of them, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're on our way back to Stockport. He's going to carry on with this van build. Don't know whether any progress has been made this weekend or not. It is Monday, so happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, happy Halloween. Already.
Already.
Yeah, not bad.
So yeah, end of October, into November.
Tomorrow morning, November.
His birthday month.
Yeah.
How old you be?
27 this year.
45. Old git. Yeah, so this is the end of this one, as I've got to get it edited today and get it uploaded and ready for tomorrow. Obviously it's Tuesday tomorrow, so for a change our vlogs are very current and up to date, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. We're not doing too bad.
Yes, so thanks very much for watching, everybody. Please remember to give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
And drop a comment.
And drop a comment. If you're on a TV, please go on your other half's phone and do it because it does help. And it's free. Like everybody keeps saying, the subscriptions on YouTube are free. You don't get charged. And it does really, really help because obviously the more interaction your channel gets, the more YouTube will push it onto new people. So yes, that would be a big help to us. Thank you.
It would.
And we are very appreciative to all of our old subscribers as well.
New and old. New and old.
Yeah, new and old. So yeah, if you're new, welcome along for the ride. If you're old, thanks for watching as always, and we'll see
Supporting us.
you and supporting us, and we'll see you in the next one. See you later.